Hey, it's DJ. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to teach your dwarves how to swim, get them some swimming skill. I'm going to jump back into Pickrung since I have a save there and it's working for it with enough people to do a lot of work because it does take a bit of work to get a swimming pool lanes set up. So we're back here in Pickrung. It looks like Solon had just buried Rahl and left his cap on the coffin. So we're going to go ahead and build out a room. Let's go ahead and build it out here. And then let's build something, maybe a 15 by 13. Something like that. Excuse me. I have this tickle in the back of my throat that's just not going away. We're going to need a couple different things here. We're going to need, it's all minecart driven, but it's powered. So we need power, and we need water. Water is a little complicated. I'll show you the easy DF hack way, but I'll go through the process of showing you the manual way, well, a couple manual ways to do it. But we'll end up, for time, we'll use DF hack. I'll show you the other ways, but they're not as precise. And since this is an active fort, we will see some things pop up for some, it is Pickrung after all. The nobles will want some stuff created for them to take care of them. I'm not going to do anything I don't have to do, really, but I tend to always take care of my nobles even if I'm not focused on that. Okay, so I need power. So this power is not enough power. If I click on any of these, I can see 120. I need like 270, 260, 250, right in that range. So I want to build some more windmills. I'm going to open this door, but I am going to station some guards up here because I just know we'll have some Kias come in, because we always do as soon as we open the doors. Have them dig out this chamber here. This will be for the power line to run from here down, so that we can have our swimming area. Dwarves won't go into water that's 4 deep. They'll walk through 3 deep water perfectly fine, but once it's 4 deep, it starts counting as swimming, and they don't want us to do that on their own volition, so we have to kind of force them. Well, not kind of force them, we have to force them. So we can also, let's see, maybe something here. Maybe if we go 9. And we have Forgotten Bizarre has come, a huge quadruped composed solid salt. Well, that's nice, but we're not dealing with that right now. We are going swimming. So I'm going to do something like this. Okay, so I'm coming down. I want there, come back up. Okay. Now let's go ahead and start running some water over here as well. Well, we need to get the water from right here. We have area that we set up earlier when we were flooding these out that we can use to get some water over there. So let's just go ahead, come like this. What's right below this? That's fine. And then maybe we come down one. Let's go down again. Something like here. Let's just draw a line. Draw some work from here. That'll work. Connect it in here just so that we have that access panel there. Now we want someplace for the water to dump from. So we'll want to be above our snake serpentine water channel here. So how about right there? Okay. So we'll put in, we're going to make this bigger. We'll need to do some maths, figure out how close we can get to getting this serpentine area filled up, but we need to carve out some more area down here for the electrical equipment to run. And we could probably start running that electrical. Yeah, let's see, is this passage? Yeah, we'll wait for this to be carved out, and then we'll just run all the electrical at the same time. Okay, so now we have our serpentine carved out. We want something like this, which is just where our electrical line is going to run through. So we want power here. I also like to clean up all these ramps, because really all I need is an entry ramp and an exit ramp. Not quite as safe this way for any dwarves, for if the cart gets off the tracks or something like that. So we're gonna need some silk rope. I just know I have some silk on hand. It doesn't matter really what I'm making the rope out of. I'm gonna just use silk because I know there's silk here. Okay, this is looking good. Let's go ahead and start putting in our electrical lines. Machines, horizontal access. We want an east to west. You can only go a certain distance. Like if I'm dragging, that's the max length it will be. So then I have to draw another one, and one right there. And then since I'm turning a corner with the electrical, I need to put in a gear, and then we will put in another. This one's a north-south. Now, since I'm going down the stair or down this slope here, I'm gonna put a gear at the top and a gear at the bottom, and then we'll go north-south again. Machines, horizontal. Come to about here. I want to dig a hole right there as well to drop my line down. This is more axle powered than line powered, but okay. So we have a path. We have a path for our axles. So we'll go ahead and put another gear here. Down one, gear here. And then all we need left is axle between each one of these. Okay, and then I want rollers. The rollers, I want this one to push this way. I am serpentining through here. I'll want these to push this way. Doesn't matter which way you draw them. I just am drawing them in the direction that they're pointing. So the rollers will get the power from this axle hooked up to this gear. Gear runs all the way up here, over here, and ties into our misting machine in the tavern. And when we have enough power built out, we'll be golden. So, okay. So now I have how much water goes in here. I want it 4 deep. I don't want any, I just want 4 deep. So this is 9. Oh, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9, and then the corner, that's 10. 9 and a quarter is 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 65. And I want that to be 4 deep. So 65 times 4. It's 260 layers of water that I want in here. Okay. So if I divide that by 7, that gives me 37 cubes of water. Each cube is 7. Okay. So 37, that's like 6 times 6. So if I is 36. So if I drill out here a 6 by 6 for my water holder. Now I do need to take into account some water loss. Now this is the harder way to well, this is the legitimate way to move water, but it is not a precise thing. You really want to go a little bit less because you're going to lose some water in the whole thing. Down here, you'll get this to a bunch of 4s and 3s, and then you'll use the bucket brigade to dump water in here and bring it up to 4x4. But we can give this an additional, because we're going to have loss. I think we could afford to give it an additional 7. We'll try that out. So then I also need a couple floodgates. Just one. And while I'm here, I should up my level of mechanism construction to something a little bit easier. Then I'll want a floodgate right there. And let's just, with filters. Okay. Now I want to build some levers to control all of this. We're going to have a track coming out right here, coming up here. We just put some levers in the door. So we're going to need a floodgate lever and a hatch lever. Now we'll put the hatch right there. So we need to dig out a hole for the hatch. This may make more sense once we get it in, but here's how my brain is thinking about it. we'll see if this extra 6 is too much water, and then we might have to clean it up. But okay, let's go ahead. Okay, we need some more levers here, so we'll wait for levers. We can start putting in our track though. So let's start that. So we're going to need a track up like this, down like this, big old loop. Now this corner, the cart, the mine cart that we're going to be taking our dwarves for a ride with, is going to be going kind of fast. So this corner is a little dangerous. So we're going to put a wall right here. Okay. They're just leaving their clothes as they're wearing out their clothes. Just dropping it on the ground. I'll order some steel high boots just to keep people happy. Because this is pick rung after all. Waiting for mechanisms. That's what happens when you just do a big old batch of mechanism ordering when you're doing a machine. It's best to, like, in advance make up a whole bunch of mechanisms. We're having problems engraving Memorial. Let's just fix that real quick. Basically, a lot of these stoneworker shops are not also tied to the stockpile to get the engraving stones. So if the work order hits one of these, it doesn't know where to actually get the stone from. So we can fix that by adding the stockpile, and we're just kind of waiting for the work to be done over there anyway. So it's all good. Okay, that should resolve that. See where we're at. Still waiting on mechanisms. Pardon me. Okay, so we have power here. Power's coming down. If we look really closely here, we can actually see these rollers are working. They don't have the trail over them yet, so let's make sure that that's in. We'll get the rest of these rollers in. And basically they're just waiting for mechanisms as well. And levers mechanisms are now available, so they'll bring those. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting more rollers in place. It is in the order that we put them down. That's why I did all the ones that go from east to west, east to west, east to west. And then we'll go west to east, west to east, west to east. And we got a lever. So we can do this lever for the floodgate. on the left, floodgates on the left. Once we open that up, we'll be able to put in our trap door. We can also not have linked it. Link there. Pull it. Get it open. Okay, you can see all the rollers are moving. It's very, zoom in a little bit here. See the little, right there, little flash. That roller's moving. And those are set for the highest speed that they can go. So I also would like a track stop. I don't need to dump it in any direction. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. Getting closer. Okay, this should open up. We should be able to put this hatch on now. Then we can attach this lever. I think we need to go back over here. I think we can go ahead and we'll just rock this in. We don't need this floodgate anymore, do we? No. We can work with it and do another thing if we need to get more water working at some point for another tutorial or something else. This tickle in the back of my throat. Okay, so let's build a wall here. Block this path off. Be nice to get that mechanism, but I think we can access it from here. Okay, we have that one. So let's go ahead and link this to that. Water chamber dumps down water into here. We can try this out. So let's go ahead and add a new route. Pick our track. Put a plumb on here that's empty. We'll call this swimming. We don't need any objects in here. We're not carrying objects. We don't need to load or unload from anything. We do need rules. We need one rule, and that rule is to ride when the cart's empty. Yeah, there's some caravan traders, don't care. Not here for that. He got on the cart and he went for a ride. So works great. We just need to solve the water problem. He'll just keep doing this till he decides to go do something else. Then somebody else will come along, jump in and do this. So once we get water in there, you can see he'll be driving through the water, and if we get water at 4 or 5 deep, they will be swimming, learning to swim. I'll show that. So all we need to do is get some water. Okay, so that's ready. Ready. Just need to open this one. So let's go show linked. Oh, we missed that would have been interesting. Let's build a wall here so that we don't have water just flooding into the fort. Need a general contractor over here to build me a wall. There we go. Hey, we have our wall in. Now, we just need to show linked building. Let's go to this lever here, that dark lever there. Let's pull that lever, get some water flowing. I was like, get all this set up and then it'll turn to winter and I won't be able to get any water. But it looks like I'm getting water. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Uh-oh. Okay, so I misdug on one of these and I seem to have missed getting it down a layer right here. For some reason they didn't dig that out. Okay, so what we can do is do something. We need to get access back in here, fix that. Lion crystals joined the merchants. Okay. Okay. A little bit of extra work to fix that small blunder there. Because we're going to have to put a door in. And then we're going to have to attach a lever to that door. Just seeing if all of these are already... Yep. So we're going to do another lever right there. Just because we want control of this door some. Do we need to? I don't think we need to. I think our dwarf can move fast enough. I think we can do it. We do need a door here. And we should be fine. Makes a lot more sense for us to just do that way. This isn't enough pressure right now to completely blast through. It is under some pressure. I think our dwarf can make it. It's a long haul. Okay, we have our safety door. Let's see. Let's see how well our... I mean, safety-wise, we don't really care about pressure at this point, so we could do that. 100% our dwarf can get away from that. So that's going to depressurize anything. Looks like we're getting a bunch of pigtails planted while we're waiting for this miner to show up. There we go. Yeah. Definitely can outrun that. That one's open. That one's closed. The only problem with that lack of pressure is it's going to take longer to fill up that that room with water. Well, work with what we got. Creeping up on us. Okay, we have a working room. We just need the water, and the water's being slow. But it's my own fault. At least we're getting some 7 built up here. We want this whole room to be 7s. Now, when you're dealing with water, it's always good to, like I did up here, where I had an extra safety valve that I could just tap into when I needed to do something like this. So make sure that you're thinking about that when you're bringing water into your fort. How can I safety valve stuff to do that? Looks like somebody fell into the... Looks like a merchant fell into this pool of water at some point. See where our water's gotten to. Almost. It's creeping along. Also, because this hallway is so narrow, the waters can't go through as fast as if this was like a 2 or 3 wide. I think we'd be getting a little bit better flow of water through here. It's unfortunate about that pressure. I'd have to put in that pressure change, but it is what it is. You can also hook up the levers to the doors and treat them kind of like this floodgate. So we could have did a door here, treated it like a floodgate. Just preference. We go back up top. I think we could pull these all back in. We have our naked set of archers out here, it looks like. I think they're all wearing leather, but we can send them back in and we can lock this door up. Now if I click on this one, I have 360. I need 268, so 270. I was close. Sounds like we're getting a musical interlude while we're waiting for the water. Possibly, maybe. Nope. Let's build some wooden chests. Clean up the stockpile a bit. All their scrolls around. It is a game of multitasking. Not that I need to do it, but apologize for coughing in your guys' ears. Looking better. And this won't be perfect water for us. It'll be good, but manually moving water like this, it's hard to do perfectly. Once you start doing bucket brigade, that's about the only way, and then you have to watch it like a hawk. But even if it's a 5, that's okay. They'll learn to swim in that. It's really if the cart malfunctions, they fall off the cart. You just don't want them drowning. Okay. So we want to go ahead and show link buildings, make sure we're pulling the right lever. Yeah, the one on the left. We'll pull this lever and we'll close that off. Once this is closed, we will open this one, empty out this room down into our serpentine, and we'll see what that got us. We'll see what we have to do with Bucket Brigade. Okay, the lever's been pulled. That should drop. There, it's dropped. Let's pull this lever. Now we could like dedicate some, there is a labor for pulling levers, and so you could dedicate some people to pull levers. Okay, the water is coming down through this hole. See, there's some lost water here on the edges. Could open this up more so that that's not a total loss there. There will also be a loss left on the floor here of ones. So see how it's getting into the twos. Water's still coming out. I do have some threes and fours down here. But I do have some, see these ones here on the floor? These are not going to wash in. Some of these are evaporating. Okay, that's all the water motion. See how much water kind of gets left behind when you do something like this, or it gets lost. So I end up with fours and threes. So we could Bucket Brigade. We'll just go ahead and do that. We'll do a pit pond. We'll do something like that, and we'll set it for dumping. Now we'll just watch in here until we can get at least all fours. It doesn't really matter if we get a couple fives in here. We probably could have done one or two more full sevens upstairs, like make that room like one or two bigger. Forgotten Beast Yogosh. A Machinal has come, a gigantic feathered caddisfly. Two short horns and appears to be emaciated. Its red feathers long and sparse. Beware its webs. Another web shooter. We're not dealing with that right now. Okay. So let's see. We should have some people start coming and dumping buckets. Here's somebody dumping a bucket. Sweet. We could speed this up a little bit by doing two of these. Pit pond. Something like that. Dumping. I just want to get this all over fours. So yeah, it does look like maybe two more squares up above would have worked a little bit better. Trying to get precise water is an imprecise thing unless you're using DF hack to do it. Then you can be very precise, but this is the legitimate way to get water in here. We could even use it at this stage. A minotaur, a struck, has come. A giant humanoid monster with the head of a bull. I don't think we're going to deal with that either. What we can do is we have some people just wandering around out here. I'm not sure which direction they're wandering. I don't know why they're wandering. Where are you going? Picking up equipment. You're going to get murdered. So we can just take these guys. Go find the Minotaur. There you are. Ooh, he's blending in the background. My color blindness, I can barely see that guy. So let's go ahead and confirm. We're going after a kill, Ustrock. And then let's go back down, look at our water. And we can also use it because they would be going through the fours. They'll still be learning to swim here. It would just be they'd learn to swim better if this was all 4 or higher. I want to make sure that was set to dumping. I think this tickle in my throat is some sort of allergies because it just will not go away. With winter starting, I was hoping all the allergies would take a break. Okay, we're getting less of these 3s moving around, which is good. Even if we had some 5s moving around, that would be fine as well. I just want to limit the number of 3s. Every 3 doesn't count towards your swimming skill. I think we have 5 or 6 left to go. Almost there. It can be a little challenging if you're under pressure and you're trying to watch something like this and then you have a siege happen or something like that, where something to distract you from what you're trying to do. What I suggest is turning off sieges and turning off, go your difficulty setting, which is, I think I turned it off for this tutorial. Go to settings, go to difficulty, enemies, set that to off. Turn to game. Maybe I hadn't set it on that one because, I mean, that Minotaur showed up, so. Got 4 3s left. So it looks like we probably could have used another block of 6 up on our dumping one, because just of loss. 2 left. Oh, the excitement. It's like some snake game you'd play on your phone. Need somebody with a couple buckets and we will be all good. There's a 5 on the board. That's good. We just need the 3 and the 5 to meet. There's one of them. We need one more bucket of water and we will be good. There it is. So I can go ahead and I can kill both of these. Yep. We just really need this 3 to hit that 5, and they're evading each other. They're playing the game. They got right past each other. Okay, we'll just let them battle that out. So what we can go do is come back and turn this on. Let's add this back. We want to go that way and we want to ride it. Okay. Let's see who comes by first. Oh wow, we discovered the theory that the sun moves around the world. We are smart. Okay. Bessie, human scholar. Let's look at your skills. You do not have any swimming skill. Okay, this doesn't auto-update when a new skill comes on, so I'm going to go over to here to social. Bessie's going to get on that cart, ride through the cart, and come back up the other side, get off the cart. Let's go back to other skills. And now we should have Dabbling Swimmer. We have 13 points. So even with Dabbling Swimmer, that allows Bessie to get out of the water. So Bessie is now trained to swimming, not very well. He'll turn back around. Now that we can see it, this bar will update and we can see the number actually increase while Bessie rides through. And so every round that Bessie rides through, looks like it does, 23 to 38. So 38 to 52. Now this is just gonna, you just put one of these in the back of your fort. It's good to put it in as early. You saw how much work went into building one of these. It's good to put these in early, but you can just leave one of these around and on. Sometimes it's good to have your military go through and do something like this. Usually if you can just leave this on for a couple of years, all of your people will have at least dabbling swimming, and then water is not as threatening anymore as water, like we saw in Pick Run, can kill legendary warriors if they don't know how to swim. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you learned something. So let me know. You can add a comment if there's anything that you'd like me to build a tutorial around. More than happy to do that, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.